This morning, when you looked in the mirror, which thought hit you first? A, I look so good today. B, maybe it's just the lighting. Or C, I don't recognize myself anymore. And like millions of other women just like you, I bet you didn't choose A. Because here's what nobody tells you. After 35, your face ages 3 times faster than your body. The beauty industry calls this natural aging, but they're lying to you. And I can finally prove it. Because as recently proven by top cosmetics researchers in Switzerland and confirmed by independent studies at the prestigious Tokyo Medical University and the New York University, wrinkles don't actually start in your skin at all. They start in your muscles. Every smile, every frown, every squint, over 15,000 times a day. Each contraction carving the lines deeper and deeper until they lock into permanent creases. That's why wasting thousands of dollars on creams, injections, or even painful $15,000 facelifts will never solve your problem. They all treat the surface while the real cause is happening underneath, even as we speak. Hello, my name is Dr. Richard Steinberg, and for the last 27 years, I've worked inside the world's most powerful cosmetic laboratories. As a cosmetic biochemist, I was part of the teams that helped create Botox, hyaluronic acid serums, and dozens of anti-aging products, many of them sitting in your bathroom right now. And now I'm about to confess something that could cost me everything I own. And it will definitely make you furious. Because here's what the beauty industry will never admit. None of those products work the way you've been told they do. Not because the science isn't there, but because they were never allowed to. Not for millions of women who've been lied to. Not for you, not even for my own wife. And I'll never forget the night she broke down crying in front of the mirror, holding a $400 serum in her hand that made her look 10 years older. She looked at me through tears and whispered, "Richard, I don't even recognize myself anymore." And in that moment, I realized the industry I had helped build was destroying the woman I loved. But also sent me on a journey that led to a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. A perfectly preserved 500-year-old Incan girl scientist called La Doncella. And what I found will shock you, because her skin, it was flawless. No wrinkles, no sagging, no age spots, even after 5 centuries. And when I learned why, I realized I had uncovered the key to a completely unexpected way to smooth deep wrinkles, fade dark spots, and firm sagging skin. A way to erase 10, even 20 years of your visible aging in just weeks. Now, this has nothing to do with wasting thousands on watered-down creams, nothing to do with risky injections, and definitely nothing to do with dangerous $15,000 facelifts. Instead, it came from what I call the Swiss wrinkle reset molecule, proven to cut wrinkles by up to 52% in just 28 days. Too effective, too affordable, too permanent. But even though the $718 billion beauty industry tried to bury it forever, this breakthrough was recently rediscovered by independent researchers. And since then, more than 47,000 women have ditched their useless creams and turned to this discovery to get results so dramatic even plastic surgeons can't explain. Like Patricia Walsh, 58, from Denver, who says,
"I threw away 23 bottles of useless creams. Now I look better at 58 than I did at 45. My husband recently told me I have the same glow I had when we first met."
Or Linda Martinez, 51, from Miami.
"I canceled a $15,000 facelift after this. The firmness in my jawline is back. Even my dermatologist was impressed and asked what I was using."
Or Rebecca Chen, 44, from Seattle.
"Look, I don't even wear foundation these days. My confidence is back. I'm saving time, I'm saving money, and most of all, I don't feel like my age is written all over my face anymore."
These women aren't exceptions, they're proof. And their story could be your story. Just imagine looking in the mirror and watching your crow's feet soften, your jawline tighten, your skin glowing with radiance, like it did 15 years ago. Imagine your partner looking at you the way they did decades ago. Your friends, colleagues, even strangers asking what your secret is. And finally, being free free from the endless cycle of hope and disappointment the beauty industry designed to trap you in. Because this isn't another temporary fix. This is a reset button for your face. And in the next few minutes, I'll reveal the 2 critical ages when you must intervene and immediately if you want to stop skin aging dead in its tracks. The 10-second skin snap mirror test that shows if your muscles are aging you 3 times faster than your real age. The shocking truth about the powerful Swiss biomimetic peptide that terrified the beauty industry, and how a simple 30-second ritual can effectively reset your skin's muscle memory, erasing wrinkles, lifting sagging skin, and restoring your youthful glow. And I promise you this, when you see how easy this really is, you'll be angry you didn't know it sooner. You'll realize why your creams always fail. And you'll finally understand why the beauty industry has worked so hard to keep this hidden from you. But I have to warn you, if you're over 40 and sick of seeing new lines pop up no matter how much you spend on creams, if you're tired of touching up your makeup 3 times a day just to hide the sagging and spots, if you're terrified of cosmetic surgery but feel like you're running out of options, then you need to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. Because here's the harsh truth. Even as you watch this, those muscle contractions I mentioned earlier get worse. Every smile, every frown, every squint, and each one carves your wrinkles deeper, locks them in further, like cement hardening under your skin, until one day, no cream on earth can cover them up. And as someone who's spent more than 27 years in dermatology and cosmetic research, I can guarantee this: the longer you wait to address it, the worse it gets. I'm talking about crow's feet that etch deeper into your eyes, smile lines that turn into permanent creases, jaw lines that sag lower every year, and even the risk of nerve damage and permanent numbness when women finally give up and they go under the knife. But here's the good news. I'm willing to put my entire academic reputation on the line starting today. You can smooth your wrinkles, you can firm your skin, and you can look 10 or even 20 years younger. But before I explain how, let me first introduce myself and tell you why I decided to risk everything by sharing this life-changing information with you today. Hello, as I said, my name is Dr. Richard Steinberg, and for the last 27 years, I've been a pioneering cosmetic biochemistry researcher. And even though I'm a man, we have so much more in common than you think. You see, I've spent all my career working behind the scenes in some of the world's cutting-edge cosmetic laboratories, holding 47 patents, while companies turned my discoveries into household names. The Botox, you know? I co-developed the cosmetic applications in 2003. Those hyaluronic acid serums flooding the market, I helped create the technology in 1997. The retinol stabilization process that made anti-aging creams possible, my breakthrough in 2013. But despite my discoveries, generating over $50 billion in cosmetic sales, I earned a modest research salary while cosmetic CEOs became billionaires using my breakthroughs. For me, it was never about the money. But here's the part that will make you furious. Every single time I created something that actually worked, the same conversation would happen in the boardroom. Richard, this formula is too effective. Women will only need 1 bottle. But isn't that the point? To actually help them. You're a scientist, not a businessman, they'd say. Diluted by 80% immediately. We need repeat customers, not satisfied ones. For years I told myself it was just business, and I couldn't quit. Please, don't judge me yet. You see, I really loved my work. And Sarah, my wife, and our 2 daughters, Emma and Ivy, both in college, depended on my modest researcher salary. All I could do was to secretly push better formulas behind their backs. But everything changed one Christmas when I watched the woman I love become a prisoner in her own bathroom. I remember it like it was yesterday. Sarah and I have been married for 22 years. When I first met her, she was absolutely radiant, confident, and absolutely beautiful. Her skincare routine, just soap and water. Her confidence, unshakable. But as my career progressed and the beauty industry grew more sophisticated, something heartbreaking happened. Sarah started using the very products I helped create. At first they worked wonderfully. You see, the initial versions had much stronger formulations, but as the industry learned to prioritize profits over results, the products got weaker. While Sarah's collection grew larger, in her 30s she had maybe 3 or 4 creams. By her early 40s it was a dozen. Now at 48, her bathroom counter became a graveyard of broken promises. Over 30 bottles, jars, serums, each one more expensive than the last. Each one claiming to be the one that finally works. Then one Christmas evening, as we were getting ready for family dinner, I found her crying in front of the mirror, clutching a $400 anti-aging cream. Richard, she sobbed through tears. I've used this religiously for 2 months. Look at me. I look older than when I started. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I couldn't bring myself to say it out loud. I loved her too much, but she was right. At 48, she should have been in her prime. But the truth is, people thought she was our daughter's grandma at her school events. Some of the husbands were even giving her pitiful looks, and she knew it as well. That's why she was always avoiding taking photos in public. And while at home, she was avoiding video calls at work, dreading all those Zoom meetings where she could see every line magnified on screen. The deep lines etched into her face made her feel and look at least 15 years older. But how? How could a $400 premium product make her look worse? That's when the horrible truth hit me. That very cream she was holding contained a version of my breakthrough peptide research from 2005. Was my peptide formula bad? Oh, not at all. But when I checked the ingredients and saw it was weakened to a miserable 2% of its original strength, I got furious. My dear wife was paying premium prices for a shadow of what could have been a breakthrough created by my own hands. But what about all these other expensive products you keep buying, I asked. Deep down, I anticipated her answer. She told me they were not working at all. And like millions of women all over the world, she felt trapped in what could only be called skincare addiction, as proven even by a recent study published in the prestigious Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology. And I'm sure you know this all too well. It starts innocently. Maybe you notice a fine line around your eyes in your early 30s. You buy your first anti-aging serum for $50. It gives you a little hope for a month or two, but then the line comes back. So you upgrade to something stronger, $120 this time, and the pattern continues. Each product works less, costs more, and leaves you more desperate than before. By your 50s, you're like my wife Sarah, bathroom counter covered with 30 plus bottles, each one a monument to broken promises. And here's the cruel irony. The more expensive they get, the less they actually work. Here's a number that will shock you. The average American woman starts spending around $2,000 every year on skincare products in her 30s. By her 40s, it's about $4,000 annually. By her 50s, it's $8,000 or more. Over a lifetime, that's nearly $300,000 poured into jars and bottles. But here's the trap. The older you get, the more you spend, and the less it works. The beauty industry has designed the perfect scam. They sell you the disease disguised as the cure. Every product gives you enough improvement to keep you buying, but never enough to solve the problem once and for all. They even have a name for it, the desperation premium. And the older you get, the more they can charge for false hope. That's exactly what happened to Sarah. Her skincare budget went from under $200 a year in her late 20s to more than $3,500 a year by her late 40s. Each year, more money for worse results. Ladies, let me tell you, that's not an accident. It's a design evil business model. Without even thinking twice, Sarah told me the cosmetic procedures were the only solution. Maybe Botox every few months, some powerful fillers, and if that doesn't work, a $15,000 facelift. Richard, for God's sake, I'm just 48. I can't keep looking like this, she said desperately. I was outraged. Not at Sarah, but at the fact that she was becoming a sure victim of the beauty industry. Botox every few months meant constant migraines, facial numbness, and a frozen expression that would steal her natural smile forever. Applying more and more fillers meant swelling, lumps under her skin, and that unnatural puffy look that screams work done and surgery. Please, don't even get me started. As a scientist, I knew the risks very well. According to a recent study coming from the Department of Emergency Medicine, Miami, Florida, blood clots are the #1 cause of cosmetic surgery fatal accidents. More than 1 in 5 fatalities. And even when patients survive, facelifts can leave women with permanent nerve damage or results so unnatural they're worse than the wrinkles. I'll never forget my colleague's wife, Patricia. At just 52, she went under the knife for a simple facelift. The result, nerve damage so severe that half her face was left numb. She couldn't even smile naturally anymore. Of course, the surgeons conveniently forgot to mention that risk. I couldn't let Sarah step onto the same path. That night, I awoke tormented by a single crushing thought. The industry I helped build is destroying the woman I love, and no woman should be going through this ordeal anymore. I felt guilty. I felt responsible. I felt mad. Mad at the cosmetic executives who were only after profits. Mad at all the companies who had no interest in actually solving women's problems. Mad at the useless creams, serums, and endless products, which instead of making women better, were only creating dependency and crushing their spirits. And truth be told, I felt mad at myself as well. As a scientist, I should have been the one to stop this before it ever happened. But I wasn't. I was too focused on my work and not focused enough on my dear wife. So I made a promise to Sarah and to myself. I was going to fix what I had broken. I was going to create what the industry never wanted to exist, a breakthrough system so affordable and effective that it eliminates wrinkles permanently while destroying the beauty industry's billion-dollar addiction cycle forever. The question was how? Back then I had no idea that a woman held the answer to that. A young Incan girl, perfectly preserved in ice for over 500 years. Scientists called her La Doncella, or the Maiden. You see, not long ago, I had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because of my background in cosmetic biochemistry. I was one of only 3 researchers in the world invited to study this archaeological wonder. What we saw shocked us all. Her skin showed absolutely no signs of aging, no wrinkles, no sagging, no age spots, flawless, even after 500 years. At first I thought this can't be possible, but the data was rock solid. Multiple independent studies confirmed it. A human being preserved for centuries, with skin that still looked perfect. But things got even stranger. As the autopsy revealed, she had died from a snake bite to the neck. For her, it was fatal. For us, it was the clue that could change everything, because that venom had done something no one expected. It froze her facial muscles in complete relaxation, stopping the contractions that normally carve wrinkles into skin. But how was that even possible? How did her skin remain for 500 years? While modern women can't maintain results for 50 days, it defied every law of aging that medical science had ever established. Then I remembered something from 2015. Headlines about a Swiss breakthrough called Snake, a powerful and unique peptide designed to mimic the muscle-relaxing effect of snake venom. Safe, effective, and without a trace of danger. Back then, it caused a sensation. Early creams using this revolutionary ingredient were breaking sales records. Women everywhere were raving about their results. And then it vanished. Why? Because it worked too well. In clinical studies, Snake reduced wrinkles by 52% in just 28 days. 52% wrinkle reduction. That's way better than most plastic surgery procedures, and without the risks, recovery time, or $20,000 price tag. So the greedy beauty industry did what they always do. They watered it down. They buried the research, and they made sure you'd never see the real results. I've read the internal memos myself. One even said, customer satisfaction should remain at 70%, high enough to maintain hope, low enough to ensure continued purchasing. That's how they trap you. That's what they did to my wife, and that's what they're going to do to you. But before I reveal how to finally escape this trap, let me first show you what's really happening under your skin right now, and why every expensive cream you've tried eventually stops working. So here's the truth the beauty industry never tells you. Wrinkles don't actually start in your skin. They begin one layer deeper, in your muscles. And unlike other muscles in your body that attach to bone, your facial muscles are connected directly to the skin, which means every smile, every frown, every squint, all 15,000 contractions a day, pull the skin with them. Do it once, it fades. Do it millions of times, just like folding a piece of paper in the same spot, the crease becomes permanent. Think about it. If you're 35, that's already 191 million contractions. At 45, it's 246 million. At 55, nearly 300 million. Each one carving lines deeper and deeper until they're locked into your face. And here's the sinister part. Every cream or serum you've ever used has the same fatal flaw. They puff up the surface for a moment, but underneath, the contractions keep going. So The second you quit, the wrinkles snap right back. You're treating the symptom, never the cause. That's why results never last. And that's how the beauty industry keeps you trapped in their evil skin addiction cycle. But Sineig changes everything. Inspired by nature's own wrinkle eraser, it works like an off switch for aging muscle memory. It blocks the nerve signals that force your muscles into constant micro contractions, teaching them to relax again, just like they did when you were 20. Within days, deep creases begin to soften. Within weeks, fine lines fade. And before long, your reflection in the mirror can look a decade, even 2 decades younger. No needles, no pain, no endless jars of watered-down creams. Just real science doing what nature proved possible 500 years ago. Now you might be wondering, so if I just apply more of this peptide, will I be completely rejuvenated? That's what I believe too. And it's partly true. But here's the catch. The moment you stop, your muscles remember their old patterns and snap back. That's how the industry keeps you addicted. Unless you also feed your muscle cells the nutrients they need to forget those patterns once and for all. Think of your skin like a plant. The industry waters the leaves while the roots starve. And if the roots are dying, the leaves keep withering. The leaves are your skin. The roots are your muscle cells, blood circulation, and nutrition. Feed the roots, and the leaves flourish. Spray the leaves, and nothing changes. That's why creams always fail. But when you reset the muscles and nourish the cells, everything changes. Well-nourished muscle cells don't overcontract. They stay naturally relaxed for decades, not just for days. The result? Lasting wrinkle reduction without endless product addiction. And that's when it hit me. To achieve a truly lasting change, we had to attack aging from both directions at once. Externally, with the Sineig peptide to reset muscle memory. Internally, with targeted nutrients that recharge muscle cells so the reset lasts. Together, this 2-part system does what the beauty industry swore you'd never discover. Long-lasting, natural rejuvenation that ends their evil addiction cycle. I was so confident in this revolutionary new system that I tested it on the one person who mattered most, my wife Sarah. When I first explained this to her, she was skeptical. After years of disappointment, who could blame her? But I knew the science was sound. And sooner than we've both expected, the fine lines around her eyes weren't just temporarily plumped. They were actually softening, as if their muscles were learning to relax again. Soon after, her deeper wrinkles were visibly fading. Her skin was radiant, smooth and cleaner than ever. But the real change was in her confidence. She was proud, smiling again, looking in mirrors and into people's eyes instead of avoiding them. Soon Sarah threw away 25 bottles of expensive products. Her bathroom counter, once covered with broken promises, was fine and clean. She'd gone from spending $300 monthly on skincare to zero. I finally feel beautiful again, she said. You were always beautiful to me, I said. But more than that, she was free. Free from the endless cycle of hope and disappointment. Free from the beauty industry's addiction trap. So, after witnessing firsthand the devastating effects of skincare addiction, I wanted to share this amazing breakthrough with women everywhere and make sure that no one else has to suffer through expensive disappointment ever again. Of course, I couldn't accomplish this all alone. So I began reaching out to former colleagues and independent researchers, and soon I assembled a world-class team of specialists, including a Harvard-trained biochemist, a leading peptide expert, cellular nutrition researchers, and skin penetration specialists. After extensive testing and multiple refinements, we successfully created an enhanced version of the original peptide discovery combined with the internal support system. In fact, building on the La Doncella research and my own 27 years of expertise, the final system we created was designed to work at levels previously thought impossible. And very importantly, it was much more affordable and didn't require expensive dermatologist tests or visits or risky procedures. It was clear that nothing like this comprehensive approach had ever been attempted before, and we were extremely excited to test the complete system. So, to be absolutely sure this wasn't some kind of laboratory fluke, I then gathered a group of 47 volunteers, women ranging from their early 30s to their 60s with various aging concerns, some dealing with early fine lines, others with deep-set wrinkles, and everything in between. All of them frustrated by products that promised results but delivered disappointment. The results, well, they completely exceeded even my highest expectations. In our trials, women saw wrinkle depth shrink by 67% in just a few short weeks. Even more astonishing, independent observers said they looked 12 to 15 years younger. No cream, no serum, or procedure had ever come close to that. And on top of that, nearly every woman reported saving thousands by ditching expensive products, and 94% said they finally felt confident in their own skin again. At 37, Jessica Carter was absolutely terrified of aging after watching her mother's skincare struggles. As a marketing executive, she knew appearance mattered in her industry, but she started seeing fine lines and was spending $400 monthly on prevention products with minimal results. But then she chose this new alternative over correction, and it worked.
I look better now than I did 5 years ago. My skin is smoother, firmer, and more radiant than ever, and I've already saved over $2,000 by stopping my expensive routine.
Christine was our most challenging case. 67 years old with deep wrinkles, age spots, severely sagging skin. She tried everything: chemical peels, laser treatments, even considered a facelift. Her transformation was the most dramatic.
I canceled my facelift after seeing the results. My plastic surgeon couldn't believe the improvement.
Soon, word spread quietly among our friends and colleagues, and I began receiving hundreds of requests from women desperate to try this breakthrough system. At that moment, I knew we couldn't keep this breakthrough private any longer, and I haven't. Finally, I'd done the impossible. I'd created a breakthrough anti-aging and confidence restoration system that could give any woman permanent, youthful skin, while freeing her from the beauty industry's expensive lies forever. And I've called it the Synerva Lift and Lock System. The only complete system proven to reset your facial muscle memory and recharge your cells so your skin looks lifted, firmer, and years younger. And let me be clear, this isn't just another skincare product with bold promises. For the first time in cosmetic history, you can achieve lasting results and break the never-ending cycle of purchasing skincare products. No more monthly skincare budgets that keep growing. No more bathroom counters covered with expensive bottles. Just long-term, natural, youthful skin. This has already transformed the lives of 47,000 women and counting. And I guarantee it will achieve the same spectacular results for you too. But before I reveal exactly what makes the Lift and Lock system so special and so powerful against wrinkles, dark spots, sagging skin, or any other facial aging problem, have a listen to what Virginia from New York had to say.
At 48 with 3 kids, I was using concealer just to drop them off at school. I was turning my camera off in every work meeting. The deep lines around my eyes made me look exhausted all the time. After 3 weeks using this, a group of moms from school asked me if I'd gotten Botox. I said, of course not. My husband says I look like I did before our first child was born. And guess what? I threw away $300 worth of eye creams last month.
And here's what Jennifer M. from Los Angeles had to say.
I canceled my $15,000 facelift. My plastic surgeon couldn't believe the change. He asked what I was using. My crow's feet that bothered me for 10 years are completely gone. Strangers think I'm in my late 30s now.
And here's what lovely Carol W. from Georgia thinks about this.
Does this work? Yes, it does. It's absolutely incredible. The serum absorbs quickly and doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy. The supplements are easy to take and you can really feel them working from the inside. The deep necklines that made me wear turtlenecks for 5 years are completely gone. My dermatologist asked what laser treatment I'd gotten. I'm 61, but strangers guess mid-40s.
Okay, so what exactly are you going to receive inside the Lift and Lock system, and how does it work? You see, when I decided to perfect this revolutionary system, I made a vow that it had to meet 3 very important goals. First, the quality of the ingredients had to be world-class, better than anything you could get on your own. Second, it had to be simple and fast, something women of all ages and skin types could actually use every day. And third, it had to cost less than the endless cycle of expensive skincare products you're trapped in right now. Because as I've already explained, wrinkle-free skin is only possible if you go straight to the root cause, and that's simple. Reset your facial muscle memory while restoring cellular energy production. Fix the muscles, fix the aging. Plain and simple. To do that, we turn to what I call the wrinkle reset molecule. It was first discovered in Switzerland decades ago, and then buried by the cosmetic industry because it was simply too powerful. It's the same natural compound scientists found preserved in La Doncella's flawless 500-year-old skin, and the same secret ingredient wealthy women pay $300 a bottle for in watered-down versions without ever realizing it. I'm talking about Sineq, and here's why it's such a game changer. The moment you apply just a few drops where you need it, it goes to work. It relaxes your facial muscles by literally resetting their memory, like wiping chalk off a blackboard. So instead of furrowing, your forehead softens. Instead of deepening, those smile lines begin to fade, and those crow's feet that seemed permanent, they start to melt away. It's like finally giving your face a break from those 15,000 daily contractions that have been carving lines into your skin every single day of your life. And because it's a natural relaxant, it doesn't just smooth out the wrinkles you already see, it helps against new ones from ever forming. That's why women notice, and not just smoother skin, but firmer skin, better elasticity. That tired, drawn look, gone, replaced with a youthful, lifted appearance. And because Sineq also boosts collagen and circulation, it gives you that fresh, healthy glow. That kind where people say, did you just come back from vacation? Now here's the key, strength. The store versions you see, they're diluted, watered down, barely effective. But with the Sinerva Ultra Lift Serum, you're getting Sineq at full clinical strength, enhanced with my proprietary delivery system, designed to penetrate deep into the muscle layer where aging really begins. And we didn't stop there. We supercharged it with 4 more powerhouse ingredients. Medical grade hyaluronic acid. This isn't the cheap stuff in drugstore creams. This premium molecule holds 1,000 times its weight in moisture, which means it plumps hollow under eyes that make you look exhausted. It fills in those vertical lip lines where lipstick bleeds, and it erases that crepey, papery texture that makes you avoid close-up photos. Then we've paired this with a stabilized vitamin C complex. Not the weak kind that breaks down before it can work. This is the potent form that penetrates deep enough to actually make a difference. It dissolves stubborn brown spots on your hands, chest, and face that scream aging. And it brightens the dull, ashy complexion that makes you look tired even after a full night's sleep. Of course, we've also added pharmaceutical-grade vitamin E. Think of it as your skin's personal bodyguard. It shields you from the blue light blasting out of your phone and laptop. The same light dermatologists now admit is aging you faster than the sun. Also, it shields you from pollution in the air that clogs your pores and dulls your glow. And last but not least, Aloe barbadensis extract, the purest healing grade which soothes irritation on contact while helping drive all those nutrients deeper into your skin. Put all of this together, and you don't just get another serum, you get the Sinerva Ultra Lift Serum, the only formula that resets your muscle memory, regenerates your cells, and protects your skin all at once. Now, you might be thinking, the more of this I use, the better my skin will be, right? But it's not that simple, because here's the truth. Topical treatments alone can only go so far. They'll give you fast, visible results, but for results that actually last, you need more. That's why we've created a revolutionary dual system approach and combined the Sinerva Ultra Lift Serum with VitaLock Complex, the internal nutrient system that locks in and makes those results last for years, if not even decades. These aren't generic vitamins you buy at the drugstore. They're precisely calibrated cellular nutrients designed to restore energy inside your muscle cells, so contractions stop at the source. And when that happens, your skin finally behaves like it did in your 20s. Biotin rebuilds your foundation so creases don't lock in. Vitamin C works from the inside out to rebuild collagen, so your skin bounces back instead of folding. Niacin floods your facial muscles with oxygen-rich blood flow, giving you that natural flush that makes people ask, did you just work out? Instead of looking pale and drawn. And zinc repairs damage at the DNA level, literally retraining your cells to act young again. On top of that, we've added 6 more targeted compounds that optimize ATP, the energy your muscle cell runs on. Do you now see how incredible the lift and lock system is? That's why it's used by Hollywood actresses, supermodels, and wealthy socialites who can't afford to gamble on temporary fixes, because they know it delivers. It resets your muscle memory. It restores your cellular energy. It rebuilds your collagen. It locks in your moisture barrier. In other words, it transforms your skin from every angle. And best of all, no more complicated 10-step routines. No more wasting thousands on dermatologists or injections. Just one serum once a day, one capsule with breakfast, and a transformation you'll actually see in the mirror. Minutes after you apply it, you'll notice your skin softening, forehead lines, crow's feet, smile lines, even sagging jowls and under eye bags. And the capsules keep working all day, all night, building resilience against future aging while boosting your energy and metabolism across your whole body. So let's recap. The Cenevra Ultra Lift Serum is fast acting. Finally, you won't have to waste months to start seeing results. The Cenevra Ultra Lift Serum is non-irritating, works for all skin types, and absorbs quickly without leaving residue. You won't feel sticky or greasy after application, and it won't interfere with makeup or other skincare routines. Also, very important, the second component of the Lift and Lock system, Vitalock Complex, will ensure that you will achieve long-lasting results, not temporary improvements. Once your muscle cells learn their new patterns, they maintain them naturally. This means true freedom from the skincare addiction cycle. Oh, and if you're worried about side effects, this system is perfect for you. The Cenevra Ultra Lift Serum and Vitalock Complex do not cause any irritations or complications because they're made with top-grade ingredients, including peptides, vitamins, and zero harsh chemicals. Now, I know what you're probably wondering. Dr. Steinberg, if this system is so powerful, why hasn't my dermatologist ever told me about it? And the answer is simple. This system represents a different complementary approach, nutritional and biomechanical strategy designed to support skin health from the foundational layer up. You won't hear about this anywhere else. Think Botox. When it first appeared, nobody knew about it. And most dermatologists aren't trained in this. Their education focused on creams, lasers, injections, and surgeries, not on the cutting-edge research connecting muscle physiology to aging skin. And to be brutally honest, many of them have financial incentives to keep you coming back. They make money on every procedure, every injection, every office visit. So the last thing they want is to give you a permanent solution. That's why you've never heard of the Lift and Lock system, because it works, and it works for the long term. In fact, it lasts many times longer than the endless routines and products the industry pushes on you, saving you money, saving you time, and finally giving you freedom. The truth is, this isn't just skincare. It's a lifeline for women who are sick of disappointment. Picture this. You wake up, you catch yourself in the mirror, and for once you don't cringe. You actually smile because you love what you see. You walk into a room with confidence. You take selfies without filters. You go out barefaced and still feel radiant. And the change doesn't stop there. Imagine showing up to client meetings looking as sharp as your ideas, commanding respect in the boardroom, finally going after that promotion you deserve. Imagine your friends noticing, complimenting you, asking what your secret is. And most of all, imagine your partner looking at you like they're falling in love all over again. You feel attractive, desired, worthy of attention and admiration. That's the freedom the Lift and Lock system gives you. The freedom to finally break out of the beauty industry's trap and live your life with confidence, energy, and joy again. And I can promise you this, once you try it, you'll be shocked at how easy it is. No complicated routines, no endless jars, just results. The next question you're probably asking is this: how much is the Lift and Lock system and how can I get it? Well, before I answer that, there's one important question I have to ask you. Think for a second about your aging concerns. Think how your life would change if you looked 10, 15 years younger starting next month. Now, how much is having flawless, youthful skin worth to you? Whatever figure you have in mind, forget it. You know as well as I do that taking action today and freeing yourself from all the disappointment, embarrassment, and emotional misery caused by aging will be one of the best investments you could ever make. Don't do the same mistake Sarah did. She spent thousands of dollars on anti-aging creams, expensive serums, dermatologist treatments, professional facials, even considering dangerous procedures and cosmetic surgery, just to feel a little improvement. It was all for nothing. Look, I'm not trying to scare you here. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. Because the truth is, if you don't do the right thing today, you'll continue aging faster while spending more money on products designed to disappoint you. I guarantee you that. And remember, by doing nothing and allowing those muscle memory patterns to keep deepening, you'll be playing fast and loose with your confidence and dramatically increase your chances of looking older than your actual age. Why would you choose a life like this? Before discovering this amazing system, Sarah didn't know any better, and she had no other options. But you do. There's absolutely no excuse if you walk away from this opportunity to finally get your confidence back. So let me ask you again, how much would you pay to completely reverse facial aging and do it starting today? Well, if you remember, wealthy women pay almost $300 a bottle for diluted versions of this peptide, and they're more than glad to do it, seeing how this is 10 times cheaper than the cosmetic procedures they're trying to avoid. And many of our test participants and 47,000 customers have already made it clear that they would happily have paid triple that after seeing the results for themselves. A single Botox session costs $500, $800 and needs repeating every 3 or 4 months. Even basic dermatologist treatments cost $200 to $500 per visit. Moreover, the Ginevra Ultra Lift Serum is not a cheap $20 drugstore cream filled with ineffective ingredients you can find anywhere. As a matter of fact, the price of all the individual pharmaceutical grade ingredients combined is well more than $1,200. But I'm not going to charge you anything like that kind of money, and there are 3 reasons why. Firstly, I've made it my mission to liberate 100,000 women from the skincare addiction cycle in the next 12 months. And there's no way I'll ever be able to do that if I price the majority of women out. Secondly, the last thing on my mind when I embarked on this journey was making money, and that's certainly not my motivation now. And thirdly, it is my way to honor Sarah's transformation and ensure every woman has access to this breakthrough. This legacy must live on, and everybody should take advantage of such a revolutionary system. End of discussion. So here's the deal. You're not going to have to pay $1,000 today, or $800, or even $500. And because this is the first day on your journey to becoming confident and radiant again, and finally regain that self-esteem you deserve, I want this to feel like the easiest yes you've ever made for yourself. And that's why, as an exclusive offer on this special page, and today only, you get access to the powerful Ginevra Ultra Lift Serum and Vitalock Complex, working together visibly lift, firm, and lock in your youthful look at the largest discount I will ever be able to offer. Now, when I first released this breakthrough, women were literally begging me to let them stock up, because the longer you see it, the better your results, and the more permanent the reset becomes. That's why I created 3 packages for you today. The Starter Transformation Package, perfect if you just want to dip your toes in and experience the results for yourself. The Advanced Transformation Package, our most popular choice, giving you enough of the system to see and keep dramatic changes. And the Ultimate Age Renewal Package. This one is for women who are truly serious about turning back the clock and keeping those results for years to come. So which transformation package should you choose? If you're serious about fighting wrinkles, sagging skin, and age spots, I recommend at least the Advanced package. It gives your skin the reset it needs, helping your muscle cells relearn their relaxed patterns, restore energy production, and avoid future damage while undoing visible aging. But if you've been struggling with deep wrinkles or sagging skin for years, and you want results that last for you for the long haul, the Ultimate package is your smartest choice. And here's why it matters so much. Stanford researchers discovered in 2024 that aging doesn't happen gradually. It accelerates at 2 cliff points around ages 44 and 60. If you're near one of these, the Ultimate package becomes even more critical, because it gives you enough of the system for full muscle memory reprogramming and lasting cellular optimization. That's why more than 9 out of 10 women who order today go straight for the Ultimate package. They don't want temporary improvements. They want to finally improve their skin's memory. And here's the best part. When you choose the Advanced or Ultimate packages today, you'll also receive exclusive bonuses worth over $200. But remember, this is a severely discounted one-time offer. Once you leave this page, you won't have access to it again. Just listen to Megan W. from Georgia, who wrote to us.
My daughter is a nurse and kept telling me to try this, so I ordered the Ultimate package. I'll admit I didn't believe it at first, but wow, it really took years off my face in just weeks. I was this close to booking a $20,000 facelift, and now I don't even think about it. I even bought more for my sister and my 2 best friends. I wanted them to feel as good as I do.
And here's something I'm very proud of. This system even works when you're not using it. If you miss a day, your progress won't be ruined. Sarah, for example, has been product-free for almost 2 years now, with no loss of results. Of course, I recommend occasional maintenance cycles, maybe 1 month a year, to keep your cells optimized as you continue to age, but that's maintenance, not dependency. So please don't waste any more valuable time. To get started and begin your journey to finally becoming confident and radiant again, make the correct choice and get your package now. Now, if you're still a little skeptical about whether this system will really work for you, I completely understand. You've been promised results before. That's why I want to take away every ounce of risk from your shoulders and put it on mine. I'm backing the Cenevra lift and lock system with my 60-day love it or it's free guarantee. Try the complete system for 2 full months. If you don't see wrinkles fading, if your skin doesn't look firmer, smoother, and more radiant in the mirror, if you don't feel a renewed sense of confidence every time you catch your reflection, then just let my team know. We'll refund every single cent of your investment. You can even send back the bottles completely empty. No questions asked, no hard feelings. This is my ironclad promise to you. Total transformation or your money back. And I'm willing to give you this guarantee for 2 very important reasons. First, because I've seen the science and I've seen the results. Sarah's transformation and the thousands of women who've already tried this give me complete confidence that it will work for you. And second, because I want you to feel 100% safe, secure, and excited about making this decision today. So simply choose your package below, click the buy button, and let us take care of the rest. We'll rush your order straight to your doorstep. But remember, these special discount packages, plus all the bonuses, are only available right here on this page and only today. You won't find this on Amazon, eBay, or in any store. So please, simply pick your option below and then just use the buy button to quickly and easily add it to your order. We'll take care of the rest and get it to you in no time at all. But I'm still not finished. In order to make sure you achieve the best results possible, as quickly as possible, I've set up a special gift for you. And if you act right away and complete your order in the next 5 minutes, you'll receive the following exclusive fast action bonuses. The first bonus is called the Radiant Skin Rituals Guide, which has a normal retail value of $97, but today you can get this for free. Inside, you'll discover the same science-backed techniques used by top dermal therapists to keep their clients looking radiant. At-home facial massage, lymphatic drainage, and circulation boosting rituals you can do in minutes, all designed to reduce puffiness, enhance absorption of your serum, and amplify your results. It's like having a Beverly Hills treatment in your own bathroom without the celebrity price tag. And the second bonus you'll receive is the Confidence Blueprint, a 21-day guide to reclaiming your radiance, which has a retail value of $120. But today, you can get this for free as well, because true transformation isn't just about what you see in the mirror, it's about how you feel inside. Don't you agree? This guide gives you simple daily practices, confidence-building exercises, and journal prompts that align your inner self with the beautiful results you'll see on the outside. So you don't just look younger, you feel younger. So for the exclusive one-time investment you see below, you get instant access to your selected Cenevra Lift and Lock package, plus your 2 exclusive bonuses worth over $200. That's a really unbeatable, life-changing offer. And don't forget, your order is fully protected by my 60-day money-back guarantee, meaning there's absolutely no risk on your part at all. So make your choice and click on the Buy Now button below and start your journey towards confident, youthful skin in the next 60 seconds. Now, it's a decision time for you, and you're at a fork in the road. The first path is to simply do nothing and ignore everything you've just seen and heard. You can choose to live with wrinkles, age spots, sagging skin for the rest of your life. In time, your face will age even more dramatically. Your confidence will crumble, your social life will suffer, and you'll become invisible in your own life. You will not be able to take photos without cringing, attend social events without anxiety, or feel attractive to your partner. You will lose all your confidence. Spend tens of thousands of dollars on procedures that might leave you looking unnatural. And at best, you will end up hiding behind layers of makeup for the rest of your life. I know this is not something you want to hear, but it's the sad truth. I don't want that path for you, and I'm sure you don't want it either. That's why I'd like you to take the second path. The only path thousands of women who were once just like you took without any regrets. So I beg you, don't waste this unique opportunity to make things right and get the confidence you deserve. Click the Buy Now button below and get instant access to a quick, simple, and scientifically proven way to effectively reverse facial aging once and for all. And just imagine how that will feel. Imagine going to social events with friends or family without any self-consciousness or insecurity. Or imagine being able to take photos, look in mirrors, or meet new people without any anxiety or embarrassment about your appearance. Finally, you'll be able to smile freely, laugh without worry, and move through life feeling confident and radiant. How would that feel? How would it be to leave all the aging fears and insecurities behind you and go on vacation feeling beautiful? You'll be finally able to pack confidently, enjoy every moment, and create memories without hiding from cameras. Walk on beaches, explore new cities, or simply enjoy romantic dinners feeling attractive and confident. Feel vibrant, youthful, and magnetic in your presence, even if you are well in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond. Remember the confidence you had when you were younger, feeling beautiful and worthy of attention without a care in the world? Now it's time to experience that feeling again, because you can, no matter what your age. Imagine your moment of transformation. Feels good, right? You can be truly confident in just a few weeks from now. And all you need to do is choose your package and hit the Buy Now button to get started. More than 47,000 women from all over the world have already done exactly that, and this is your chance to join them. Like Sarah, they no longer have to spend the rest of their lives plagued by the fear, worry, and embarrassment caused by aging and feeling invisible in their own lives. And when you choose your package and click the Buy Now button, you won't either. But I need to warn you, you must act now while you still can. Because of how rare and costly some of these ingredients are, we can only produce the Ginevra serum in very small batches. Each run is just a few thousand bottles at a time. And once a batch is gone, it takes months before we can restock. On top of that, the big cosmetic companies are already circling. They know this discovery threatens billions of dollars in repeat sales. They diluted and buried this fantastic discovery once before, and they would love nothing more than to shut this down once again. So I honestly don't know how much longer I can keep this presentation going. This means if you click away now, there's no guarantee it will still be up when you return. So here's where we are. For decades, the beauty industry has trapped women in an endless cycle of watered-down creams, temporary fixes, and empty promises. But today you've seen the truth. You've seen the science that resets your skin's muscle memory. You've seen the results, women looking 10, even 20 years younger, and you've seen the proof that this system works better than anything else. Now you have a choice. You can walk away, keep feeding the beauty industry's addiction cycle, keep pouring money into jars that were never designed to solve the problem, or you can take control. You can hit the reset button on your face. You can finally give your skin the chance to relax, heal, and look decades younger. Remember, your order is completely risk-free with my 60-day love it or it's free guarantee. Try it, experience the transformation, and if you're not blown away, you get every penny back. But supplies are limited, very limited. And I can't promise how long this page will be up. So don't wait another day or another 15,000 contractions carving deeper lines into your skin. Choose the ultimate package below while it's still available and join the thousands of women who've already broken free from the industry's lies and reclaim the youthful face you thought you'd lost starting today. Before we wrap up, I know you may still have a few questions on your mind. That's completely normal. So let me quickly answer the most common ones I hear. How quickly will I see results? Most women notice smoother, firmer skin within the first week. Deeper wrinkles begin softening within 2 to 3 weeks, and dramatic transformation typically occurs within 90 days as your muscle memory fully resets. Is this safe? Are there any side effects? The Cenevra lift and lock system uses pharmaceutical-grade ingredients that have been extensively tested. The Cenake peptide is a synthetic version that mimics natural compounds safely. For more than 10 years, tens of thousands of women were thrilled by the results with no reported adverse effects. However, if you have medical conditions or take prescription medications, consult your doctor before starting. How is this different from Botox or fillers? Botox temporarily paralyzes muscles but wears off in 3 to 4 months. The Cenevra protocol retrains your muscle memory while nourishing cells from within. No needles, no downtime, no frozen expression, just natural looking results that improve over time. Why haven't I heard about Cenake from my dermatologist? Most dermatologists aren't trained in cellular energy restoration or muscle memory research. Their education focuses on procedures and topical treatments. Additionally, many have financial incentives to recommend ongoing treatments rather than long-lasting alternatives. What if I forget to take the supplements? The nutrients build up in your system over time, so occasional missed doses won't ruin progress. Most women find it easier than remembering multiple skincare products. If you miss a day, just resume the next morning. Will I lose results if I stop using the system? Once your muscle cells learn new relaxed patterns and restore natural energy production, they maintain these patterns independently. Of course, I recommend occasional maintenance cycles, perhaps 1 month yearly, to optimize cellular function as you age. How long does the serum and the supplement last? The Cenevra Ultra Lift Serum lasts approximately 30 days with a once-a-day application. The Vitalock Complex Supplements provides a 60-day supply. For complete muscle memory reprogramming, we recommend 2 to 4 months minimum. Can I use this with my current skincare routine? Yes, though most women find they can eliminate other products. Apply the serum first, allow it to absorb, then use other products if desired. Many customers report throwing away expensive creams within the first month. Is this available in stores? No. This unique system is only available through this presentation to ensure authenticity and maintain our direct relationship with customers. Any products found elsewhere are counterfeit. What's your return policy? We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied, return even empty containers for full refund, no questions asked. So please, don't let another day pass watching your skin age while effective solutions exist. The Cenevra Lift and Lock system has already transformed over 40,000 women's lives, and yours could be next. Click the order button below now. Choose your package and start your journey to youthful, confident skin today. Remember, this presentation may not be available tomorrow, and our current batch is limited. Act now while you still can. I can't wait to hear your fantastic results.